Okay. Yes, can you share your screen?
In example 3 is not going to return any.
You will return an empty array. Yes.
Mm. First, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to apply a for loop, like two for loops, one for the row and other for the column.
Okay, that's fine.
Then I'm going to check the condition like if and then I'm going to place the elements according to the given order. Like if m is equals to true, then I'm going to create two rows, and and according to that, if the value of and call I'm going to create columns according to the value given. Like n equals to two, then I'm going to create two columns.
Okay, that's fine.
And I think the time complexity is going to be O of n square. So then I'm going to apply to.
Hmm. It will
Should I
be.
start coding?
Sorry?
Should I start coding?
Yes, yes, please do. Just a question. What is nums here?
Well,
Both your loops are running the length of the original array. Do you think that's necessary, or should it run a different range?
um, I think the looper rows should run up to the length of row which is given.
Hmm.
For a column, you should run to the range given for a column.
Right. This is fine now.
So that I need to check what my approach is correct or not.
Sorry, say that again.
Should I run it to check my approach is correct or not?
Uh, ORD is actually a built-in function, so you should choose a different variable name.
Oh,
Yeah.
can I run it now to check my approach is correct or not? I just want to check, but
Okay, so far you're iterating two loops and then you've created um,
Yeah.
a variable O. So, and in that variable, you're storing the value of the element at that point in time. Okay, it's fine till now. What are you going to do next?
Then
Actually, no, wait, sorry. So original ij means that there is
value.
a nested list in your original array, but your original array is not a nested list. So this won't work.
Okay.
Mm.
This is uh, just
No. Okay, so that's not how you write a nested list actually. But also the nums you've created, it's empty. So there is no value in it. So like there's
uh,
hmm. Tell me, what are you trying to do with O? What do you want in it?
wait a second. How
Um,
to define
how do you define what?
here? Like it's one period we define it like this.
Uh, अच्छा, so in line 9, okay, nums equals square bracket, you've initialized the array which is nums, okay, but there is nothing inside it right now. In line 12, um, what you've done is that there is a variable O and you're storing inside it something inside nums. Okay, so you're accessing nums, and I
Basically, what I want to do is that I want to store the value at value of origin, value of
okay,
row of original in at I like
okay.
in
So if you want to store the value at that point, okay, so I mean you can write O equals, okay, you need a new variable for it, okay, and now remove nums from this line, from 12, line 12.
but
Like, yeah, you do not need nums here, okay. Acha. Now you want to store uh, something that is a part of original. Okay, so original is a single is a one-dimensional array, which means that you can only add one index to it. So if it was a nested array, uh, so if it was a 2D array, then you would add two indexes. So in this case, you would need original square bracket whatever index it is. ठीक है, अगर वो index x है then original square bracket x. Hmm.
I have to write both of them in separate variables.
uh no, um so you just need to add one element at a time. Okay, 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 before this, why don't you tell me ये जो example one है, output, how is it being stored?
In M, they have given us M is equals to 2. It means that we are going to create two rows, and N equals to 2. It means that we are going to create two column as well. So basically, what we are doing is we are going to divide this value into two portions.
Okay, ठीक है. Okay, tell me this. In output जो यहाँ लिखा हुआ है, if you had to store in a variable the value of 4, how would you access it?
Original of 3. Original 3. Original and square brackets
Okay,
3. Right.
okay, वो सही है. But if I वो तो input का है because that's original, ठीक है? That's the single array. Output जो है it's a 2D array. How अगर मुझे output से कहीं निकालना है तो फिर मैं किस तरीके से extract करूंगी? What would I write?
Out, out, 4, you have to extract 4 from. You want me to extract? Tell you to how to extract 4 from the output array.
Sorry, like can you write it in the thing? I mean, I say as a comment लिख लो. Okay, ठीक है, that's correct. Also, you would write comments by hashtag in Python. Yeah. Okay. See, this is correct. Now, what you, जहाँ तक मुझे समझ आ गया, what you're trying to do is you want to uh, put a value of original into O. ठीक है? So you've shown me that you know how to do it for a single array and a 2D array. अब O में original की value डाल दो as you're iterating it.
Oh, I didn't get what you're saying.
Okay, so in dry run कर लेते हैं. Okay, I'll just notate. Um,
Mm,
okay, okay, I can't find the option. Anyway, um, so
like this, like if I store original of I in O and original of J in another variable.
अच्छा, so in one variable, uh, you can store one thing at a time. नहीं, अब देखो, what do
Hmm.
you want O to look like? मुझे ये बता दो.
A 2D array.
A 2D array. अच्छा, so um, okay, ये 2D array तो बन जाएगा, but will it look like output जो example one में है? Because you are going through two loops and then you're not adding the value. Wait, sorry.
Basically, that's why I want to run it to check what
Okay,
I'm getting. I
ठीक ठीक.
found what I'm getting.
Okay, so in this case फिर original I and original J, they should be within one square
Up.
bracket का. thing.
Okay.
Okay? And they should be comma separated. There's another the second original उससे पहले जो square bracket है, you'll have to remove that and write a comma. Uh, comma uh, after I का yeah okay सही है. Okay, हाँ. Just remove len. Range M will be fine. So do you understand why it's giving one and two only? I mean, loop सही है. They're correct. Range M N ही करना होगा.
If I'm not going to remove the range, then it's going to run like run from 0 to the length to the range of that. But if I am going to run it like for I in num, then मुझे लगता है कि वो वैल्यू देगा.
नहीं. Like the range, it has to be range M. वरना वो चलेगा नहीं. You will have to fix this in line 12. Original I और J को थोड़ा alter करना होगा. Okay, so अब think पहले for each iteration what your I and J are. ठीक है? पहले think about that.
In first loop, my I is 1.
No.
It's going to run from the 0 index.
Yes.
My I is in range M, and range I mean the length of the M is going to run up till now the length of M.
And how much is M?
2 for the first in like given example it's 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so your M is 2 and your N is also 2, I think, in this input, right? So what's happening is in line 12, your um your I and J for the first iteration, they're both 0. Okay. And what you're doing is say original I, comma original J. So it's zeroth element of original, comma zeroth element of original. And for that case, they're both 0. Sorry, they're both 1. इसलिए O is printing out as 1, comma 1. And then your J value will change. It will become the first element of original. So then it's becoming 1, comma 2. और फिर ये n की iterations हो गई. So it's going to increment the value of I, which will then become 1. और फिर ये 2, comma 1, 2, comma 2 इस तरह हो रहा है. So what you want is कि ये it iterates the entire original array. ठीक? So think about a mathematical expression using M, N, yeah, I, J, or all of them, whatever, to get to the index, to get all the indices of original.
Sneh.
या इफ अगर इंडाइसेस में फिर बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग हो रहा है, then you can try to use a counter and increment its value with each iteration so that it runs through each um, element of original.
And, okay.
10 minutes, yeah. Okay, how about you think it this way? Okay, you have M, which is rows, and you have N, which is column, I think. Hmm. So, why don't you fill up one row at a time for and एक लूप में एक रो एक एक करके पूरा होए instead
Okay.
of appending two values at a time.
Okay. तो नहीं समझ नहीं आया क्या कह रहे हैं।
अच्छा तो um, इन एग्जाम्पल टू को देखें तो इसमें है कि आपका M1 है और N3 है, तो इसमें फिर रो एक ही हो गया और कॉलम्स तीन हो गए। तो अब आपका लूप इस तरह चल रहा है कि फर्स्ट इट्स रनिंग फॉर M एंड देन फॉर N। तो जो सेकंड लूप है N का, इट शुड फिल आउट वन एंटायर रो, ठीक है। अगर ऊपर वाली एग्जांपल को देखें तो उसमें भी डायग्राम में आपको फिर दिखाया हुआ है कि इट्स 1 2, ये एक रो हो गया, और फिर 3 4 वो सेकंड रो है आपका, राइट। तो आपका जो सेकंड लूप है वो वो पूरा कंप्लीट होएगा, और फिर आपका फर्स्ट लूप अगली आइटरेशन करेगा, और फिर आपका सेकंड लूप दोबारा पूरा चलता है, ठीक है। तो योर सेकंड लूप शुड फिल वन कंप्लीट रो। समझ आई?
हम्म।
तो सेकंड लूप में फिर डील विद वन एलिमेंट एट अ टाइम। तो जब सेकंड लूप खत्म होएगा तो फिर एक रो कंप्लीट होएगी। नहीं नहीं नहीं, रेंज एन ही होगा। मैं ये बात कर रही हूँ कि ओ में आप दो वैल्यूज डाली हैं, उसमें एक एक करके ही करें।
और जो वैल्यूज डाली हूँ, ठीक है। अच्छा।
और अब ये भी है कि ओ में फिर आपने एक वैल्यू डाल दी, और फिर वो ओ फिर आपके आउटपुट अरे में जाएगा। तो एट द एंड ऑफ योर सेकंड लूप इट शुड अपेंड इनटू योर फाइनल आउटपुट। ओरिजिनल आपका इनपुट है।
इस तरह
अच्छा,
से।
अब इसमें अब आप ओके, ओ आपने डिफाइन किया है, ओ इज एन अरे विच कंटेन्स ओरिजिनल आई एंड ओरिजिनल जे, ठीक है। अब आप लाइन 13 में आप ये कर रही हैं कि ओ में आप वापस ओ को अपेंड कर रही हैं।
हम्म।
तो हम्म
अरे,
हम्म,
आपकी तो रहने दो, टू डी।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, अब आप नम्स में, ठीक है, नम्स आपने एक सिंगल लिस्ट इनिशियलाइज कर दी है। जब आप नम्स में ओ डाल रही हैं तो फिर वो खुद ही एक 2D अरे बन जाएगी, क्योंकि ओ आपने एक लिस्ट बनाकर इनिशियलाइज किया है। हाँ, अब दोबारा 2 सेकंड इंतजार करना होता है। So what you're outputting is O, just by the way। मतलब आप प्रिंट O कर रही हैं, इफ यू वांट टू चेक नम्स तो फिर so in the first iteration nums was a nested list with 1 and 2, and in the second iteration it became 1 and 2 and comma 2 and 2। Now
हम्म।
you, अब आपको मसला क्या लग रहा है इसमें? व्हाट्स रॉन्ग हियर?
रिपीट कर रहा है इसे।
हम्म, so which means it's not iterating your original array properly। तो जो आप इसमें अपेंड करा रहे हैं उसमें कुछ चेंज होना चाहिए, जो ओ है।
पर अगर मैं चेंज कर दूंगी तो एग्जैक्ट वैल्यूज कैसे देगा?
अच्छा, अब इसके बारे में सोचो कि आप एम एम
हम्म,
रोज हैं और एन कॉलम्स हैं, ठीक है? तो अब एम और एन को की वैल्यूज को लेके आप फिर उसकी इंडेक्स किस तरह निकाल सकते हैं? या आई और जे को यूज कर सकते हैं?
हम्म, थोड़ा चेंजेस करके ट्राई करूँ अगर होता है।
सॉरी, फिर से बोलना।
चेंज करके मैं ट्राई करूँ रन करके अगर होता है तो। मैं करना चाह रही हूँ। मुझे पता है ये रेंज निकालने से शायद एरर देगा, लेकिन मुझे करना है एक दफा ट्राई।
ओके, फिर एम को वन करना है, क्योंकि फॉर आई इन अगर डायरेक्ट इंटीजर होगा ना, तो वो एग्जीक्यूट ही नहीं होगा, बिकॉज यू कैन नॉट आइटरेट ओवर एन इंटीजर। अच्छा, 1 मिनट रहता है। ओके सो यू अच्छा, ओके सो ये सीन है, यू आर हैविंग अ लॉट ऑफ ट्रबल विद दिस और ये अभी नहीं सॉल्व हो पाएगा। तो योर द इंटरव्यू essentially ends here, लेकिन अभी आई स्टार्ट अनदर मीटिंग विद यू एंड देन आई हेल्प यू सॉल्व दिस प्रॉपर्ली, ठीक है? अब वो रिकॉर्ड नहीं होगा क्योंकि अब इंटरव्यू विल एंड हियर। ओके सो आई स्टॉप रिकॉर्डिंग।